Hello and welcome to MLTP Live, your go-to source for Major League Tag Pro. We're here to bring you an entertaining and high-quality stream each and every Sunday night. I'm Ron Sponson, here for your play-by-play commentary, and tonight I'm actually going to be all alone. We have Liquid right now having a little... He's not in good health, and we've really been thinking hard for him, so if you guys in chat want to help us out here, make sure to comment !pray for Liquid in chat. Hopefully, Liquid, he's been very instrumental in helping us set up for the stream this week, but unable to join us tonight. Look to see him hopefully recover and be able to come back with us tomorrow or next week. But I do want to let you guys know we have quite the matchup tonight. Let's take a quick look at the numbers. So if we look at the numbers, we've got Myrtle Beach Merballs coming in very hot right now. First in their conference with a 47 cap differential, season record of 8-1-1. The last 4 games have all been wins. Although, as you can tell, it's been a very contested matchup as we've got Orange and Ducks coming in third in their conference. 7 cap differential, 5-5, but look at this. Last 4 games, all 4 wins. They're also coming on quite the hot streak. This is going to be a really cool showdown tonight. Let's take a quick look at the rosters and the starting lineups. Look at the Merballs starting out on offense. We've got Dino, who last week scored 6 caps, earning himself a 9 OGASP, getting 535 in hold. And if you look at his season stats, he's doing very well for the season, 9.6 OGASP. His partner, one of the best, Mr. Hat, is first in caps this season, second in hold. Quite a dynamic duo there. And he scored 7 caps last week himself. They're going to be on the defensive side, have some nice partners there. We've got RB Bear, who last week did do the hottest, 7.7 DGAS with 47 tags, but he's been playing extremely well this entire season, 9.3 DGAS overall, second in prevent. And his partner is none other than Legman, who is first in prevent, 9.9 DGAS. He's got the 10 total gas the entire season and played extremely well last week too, 58 tags, giving him a 9.3 DGAS. We head over and look at the Origin Ducks. Their offensive starting lineup is going to be OK Then and Deadnon. OK Then last week pretty well tied for third in total number of caps, 8 caps for him. 9.2 OGASP, giving him a 9.1 OGASP overall in the season, 9th in caps. And then if we look at the defensive side of things, we've got Donuts42, who as last week got a 10 DGAS. Very good performance from him last week, 73 tags, putting him third last week, and first in prevent, 1,014. If we look at his season statistics, 8.7, second in tags per minute. So look at Donuts, look for him to really keep going with this hot streak. He's been improving this season, and I don't think it's going to slow down anytime soon. He'll be partnered with Crippy, who has 7.4 in DGAS last week, 50 tags. And if we look at his overall stats, 8.1 throughout the entire season, putting him actually going to be 14th in tags. Looking at some of the team play styles for the Merballs, we're noticing that, being East Coast, they're all radius players. One of the things that we notice about their team play is they have very fluid positioning as a team. Each player excels at both positions, and that allows them to have a very tactical, flexible tactically, being able to have the players go to where they're needed most, depending on the situation. They're also very patient. When we see them coming into cap and having some blocks there, we're seeing them wait for their teammate to spawn on D before doing that. So a very heads-up play and nice teamwork. And they also are extremely dominant with power-ups. They're the highest power-up percentage in the West. Looking at the Origin Ducks team play style, they're a very diverse group. In contrast to the Merballs, they have players from Centra, Spear, Pi, and Cord, all of whom have ELTP experience. They're a very tight-knit group, known for their amazing chemistry in the preseason, and they have a very direct approach. We notice that their offense grabs a lot, heads straight to base, and they don't really waste any time taking laps. They do take names and score some caps. So looking for the key rivalries tonight. Dino playing against Deadnon. He's arguably one of the best offensive players in NA, or actually, they're both arguably the best offensive players in NA and EU respectively, and they're going to be going head-to-head tonight. So look for that interesting matchup. And the final thing that we're going to be paying attention to is a little bit of a battle of the ping tonight, with the Merballs have a very steady origin ping, while the Ducks may have trouble with Central and Cord players. So see if that pays any attention or has any impact in the games tonight, especially for the Origin Ducks. Let's take a quick look at the maps here before we get into the game. The first map of the evening is going to be Smirk. It's the 5th season we've seen Smirk in MLTP. It's a very defensive map. We noticed that it tends to be a bit slow-paced and teamwork-oriented, very contain-heavy with the boost and base and the button at the top route. And one of the key features is that base gate. It's really cool to see the plays develop out of that base gate and see who's able to control that button. You're going to see a lot of battles for that. And if we... another thing that we're noticing too is that base team boost. So look for the defense to try to use that as for containing and sniping, as well as the team tiles. This is one of the few maps that has team tiles very prominently featured. So the second map for the evening is going to be Pilot. It's the 2nd season we've seen it in MLTP, and it's a more of a defense balanced style map. We notice it's going to be a bit more fast-paced typically, and definitely skill-oriented due to the fact that it's extremely snipe-heavy. We've got a lot of boosts in Pilot, a lot of different snipe routes, and we see bombs too. So pay attention to Pilot, those snipes as well. Key features of this map are mid-bombs. We use that a lot for those snipes and even containing and defense. And one of the other interesting things about this map is it has a single choke in the middle, making for some interesting plays right around that middle of the map. Very interesting part of the map to watch. I want to give a quick announcement here for you guys right before we start the game. We will be having our... each week we have the Jump Up Halftime Challenge, which is a challenge where you get to come in and play a mini game during our halftime between Game 1 and Game 2. Anyone is eligible to participate. There's just 2 quick steps. Step 1, you have to hit that follow button. Only followers are chosen from our bot. And number 2, enter !jump in chat as soon as the giveaway has started. I believe Pithy will be there starting that giveaway soon, so make sure you guys hit that follow button, type !jump for your chance to compete live on stream here on MLTP Live. And we do have a leaderboard. And if you're able to get it to the top of the leaderboard by the end of the season, you will have a chance to play on stream during the Super Bowl. So make sure you guys try to get in. It's a really competitive game, really fun to play, and I hope that you guys wish you the best of luck in order to play our Jump Up Halftime Challenge. Thanks for joining me tonight. Looks like the teams are just about ready to get started. We should be hopping into game momentarily. I'm Ron Sponson, and hang tight. All right, we just have a little bit of a delay here, just trying to get the organizational things figured out. I do have a little bit of help in chat here for Deadnan is the pronunciation, I believe, or Deadnan. I don't know exactly, but thanks, Adarsh. I think I was pronouncing it wrong. Appreciate that. You guys are always there to help out. And we will be starting momentarily. Thanks for sticking around, guys. It's going to be an extremely exciting game. First map of the evening will be Smirk, as we were talking about earlier. Dude Non is the pronunciation that the Bob 18 is giving me. All right, we're just ready to start the first game here of the evening.
2.
We've got the players lined up and look for the offenses to try to go out and get the flag out of base. It's going to be very difficult to start things off. Starting off with a little bit of a spike there. And looks like, I'm not exactly sure what's happening with the teams. We're getting a little bit of a group switching, but things slow to start. Dino coming in for a nice flaccid at the very beginning, leaving Mr. Hat alone. He's going to be patient to wait for Dino to get over there. Look at Dead Nun over there with RB Bear fighting for that button. A nice support offense here, seeing if he can get a lane open. Mr. Hat going to try to pull a move here, but gets contained right into the corner. Dino grabbing the flag, gonna go one-on-one against Donuts. Donuts being very patient here, closing in. Dino gets contained right into that wall, and that's another one. Another reset, but look at this. Mr. Hat grabbing the flag, slipping past Donuts, gonna have trouble getting past Crippy, and Donuts swooping in from behind to close things up. Deadnon looks like he's out, but Legman getting the button at the last second to prevent what could have been a cap. Really nice play there by Legman. We got our first round of power-ups. Donuts 42 picking up that rolling bomb, going to go on offense with it. Nice situational thinking, and it's nice to see a defensive player come up and grab that middle power-up and use it where it's very helpful, definitely more helpful on offense. Going to grab against the Juke Juice and get returned. Crippy gets juked by Mr. Hat. Look at this juke. Dino is the support. Oh, missed snipe, but runs into the wall and gets cleaned up. Dino on his own in base, and we have still not seen the flag get very far out of base from either team yet, starting off this first half of the evening. Looks like Dead Non trying to boost up, and really nice deflection by RB Bear, forcing him directly into the spike. Look for another round of power-ups in about 15 seconds here. Hopefully that can help one of these teams get the flag out of base. Right now, it's just been a bit of a standstill. As we mentioned, very defensive map, and both defenses playing pretty well. Okay, then is waiting uncontested for that middle power-up. Mr. Hat picking up a Tag Pro. Legman picking up a Juke Juice, and there's a flaccid, and unfortunate because Mr. Hat could have used that Tag Pro to try to get a grab. He's going to go solo. He's going to juke out Donuts, and he's going to be able to get out top. He's got a boost lane. Legman trying to get the block on Okay Then. Can't quite get it. And Okay Then had the Juke Juice there, was able to combat Legman's Juke Juice, but it doesn't matter. They've got the momentum here. Watch for the communication as Mr. Hat and Dino almost colliding midfield. Maybe a reset here. Can Mr. Hat keep the momentum alive? We've got one spike down the field. Mr. Hat going to try to make him Okay Then miss on the snipe, but it doesn't happen. Nice job by Okay Then. And once again, we see ourselves in a familiar situation with both flags back in base. Legman trying to get the contain here. Dead Non securing the button at least for a second. Okay, then gonna have to double back. Dino's gonna get out. He's got a lane top. Can he get to the boost in time? No, he can't. Crippy getting the return. The last man to be able to get the return and prevent the cap. Really great work by Crippy there. And it's still a 0-0 game. 4 minutes into the game. Third round of the power-ups here. Dead Non picking up that Tag Pro to try to get a secure grab for his offense. Okay, then boosting in, or walking in with the Juke Juice. And it looks like Dead Non's going to be able to secure the, well, maybe not. We've got the boost there and RB Bear spawning. What happened there is when the players are spawning, and Dead Non had the Tag Pro, so you can see where the spawn locations were. Very difficult to protect against the flag carrier when you have a defender that's just about to spawn. So it's an extremely difficult situation there, but it looks like a potential to get out. Dino hitting that boost. He doesn't care that Dead Non was playing some support. Gets right past him and gets the return. We've got Dino coming into base, and look at that boost. Crippy immediately boosting, getting the return. Okay, then with another flaccid. Very defensive map, and we're seeing it play out as such. Having trouble getting out of base. I'm able to see in team chat that RB Bear is asking his teammates not to waste those boosts. We've mentioned this before. These defensive boosts in base, very critical for the defensive contain. Sometimes offenders will like to take those out to get to the other side of the map quicker, but they're oftentimes more valuable on defense. So a lot of times you'll see, especially in pubs, defenders, that's a very useful macro for defenders to be able to use if the offenders are wasting that boost. You've got Mr. Hat and Dino both in base trying to grab the flag, looking for a quick grab, and what they're doing here is they're changing things up. I like what I'm seeing. It didn't work for Mr. Hat, but he's trying something different, being a little aggressive to do anything to reset the pace here. But look at this, Deadnon with the flag, going to go out, and okay then with a brilliant block on the team boost, slowing down Legman. Unfortunately, the boost off the bomb is going to be a spike there, and okay then with the flag, going to line up a boost mid. Does he have it? He does. He's off the wall. He's coming, Mr. Hat, perfectly closing up that gap. That's really good communication there for the Merballs to be able to close up the gap right where they needed it. Another return. Deadnon with the flag. Can he use this power-up battle to come in? No, Mr. Hat is in base with the tag pro. Deadnon's going to have trouble. He's going to have to think about circling back as Legman is trying to get out. They've got 2 tag pros. Very dangerous here for Origin Ducks. Deadnon has to stay alive. Legman coming into base with 2 tag pros trailing him, and Deadnon smartly goes for a kiss, just trying to buy any time he can. Okay, then getting a little bit of help by Crippy. Legman getting a good snipe, looking like a chance here for the Merballs. RB Bear with the flag, coming through the team tiles and going to have to head backwards, hit the boost, looking to try to get a little bit creative with this boost. Not going to happen, and Donuts forces the issue and gets a really nice return there with that double boost angle. Very confident. You can tell that he knew what he was doing with those boosts, and able to get a nice reset for his team. Looks like Dino is going to get contained, and Crippy with a chance to get out here. Deadnon's going to have to help with the support. Oh, it's a very defensive map. They're having trouble getting out. Maybe this round of power-ups will help. Deadnon being aggressive with that button, and once again, we have 2 tag pros for the Merballs. Mr. Hat and base clearing things up. Legman as well. One of the 2 is going to have to grab, and that's going to make sure that at least one of the tag pros is ineffective here, and a really great snipe there. I loved what I saw there from Donuts42, really showing his stuff, and he's been playing really well these past few weeks, and look at this aggressive play to effectively combat these 2 tag pros. That's the second time that we've seen the Merballs with 2 tag pros. Look at this boost, allowing Deadman get out, hitting the bomb coming up, and trying to maybe be patient, head back for another go-round. But 2 times we've seen the Merballs with 2 tag pros, and both times the Origin Ducks have effectively countered it. They know exactly what to do when they have power-ups and exactly what to do when the other team has them as well. Crippy trying to help with some blocks. Deadnon does not like the look he has. He's going to head back and wait for this mid-pup, maybe tease it to get past RB Bear. He can. It's 2-on-2 here with some blocks. Can Deadnon bring in the first cap? No, he can't. Crippy picking up that tag pro. Power-up advantage here for Origin Ducks with a tag pro and a rolling bomb grab. What can they do here? This return will be crucial. They've got it. And can they use this tag pro to clear up base a little bit? Crippy is going to throw his weight around a little bit. Okay, then with the rolling bomb coming into base. Legman's got to stay alive. Can he do it? Yes, he can. Can he continue to stay alive? He's going to the bottom of the map and somehow stays alive still past Donuts and Crippy by pixels, and he's going to try to get out top. Can't do it. RB Bear is going to sneak right past Donuts just by a pixel. Crippy getting the snipe. They've got the contain. Do they have the button? They do not. The boost pushes them back, and now Dino's out, and that's going to at least slow things down a little bit, and that was an extremely close sequence of events. We're 8 minutes into this game, guys. Can you believe it? 0 scores after all of that action. Legman grabbing the flag, coming out of base. 2 minutes to go. 2 rounds of power-ups as well. Legman looking like a good shot for a cap. Deadman's going to have to stay alive for a little bit. And Donuts going to position for the power-up and the regrab, and just playing it safe a little bit. Okay, then with the regrab, look for a potential kiss here as Legman is a tag pro. Crippy and okay then both with tag pros. Nice tag pro advantage for Origin Ducks here, but unfortunately they can't do anything with that when Legman's got their flag out of base. Look at this brilliant work by Legman, just staying alive and just making the defenders look a little bit silly, just straddling those 2 spikes and going back and forth and just avoiding them. Look at that move on Crippy. Legman, one of the best jukers in the game, looking to potentially set up well, look at this. They might have a cap here. RB Bear is going to flash it. First cap of the game goes to the Origin Ducks. Congratulations. Really good sequence of moves there. And now they have the momentum. Okay, then trying to score another one, but he's going to have quite a few players to have to go up against. Going to use these boosts. Going to get returned by Mr. Hat. They still have the momentum if Deadnon is able to get out. Mr. Hat closing in. RB Bear as well. Deadnon's got the momentum. He's past 2, and let's see if he can do it. Crippy's got the block off the wall that, oh, he missed the corner. If he could have hit that corner right above the spike, he probably had a cap, but he couldn't quite hit the boost the way he wanted to. Okay, then can pick up a rolling bomb here if he's careful. He's got one. He's past 2, coming into base with a Superman. Very good chance to get another score here, and Dino has to stay alive, and he has, and there's a really nice snipe, and now Dino's past 3. He's going to be able to equalize it here with just 25 seconds to go. Really good play. A little bit of few missteps here from Origin Ducks, allowing Merballs to come in and tie it up at the very end of the first half. Really nice to see that effort, and Merballs really wanted to ensure that they can go into this second half here with an even score and maybe even another one, although as I say that, there's not enough time. That's going to be it for the first half. Really well fought out by both teams. Took a long time for this game to really ramp up, and as we can see, Legman coming at the top of the scoreboard, 2 minutes and 24 seconds to prevent, and 1 minute whole time. Deadman, the leader with 2 minutes, 22 seconds of whole time, 14 returns by Crippy and Donuts 42. A deadly defensive duo right there, leading to, I think we're seeing a little bit of contrasting styles. We're seeing a lot of returns from the Origin Ducks and a lot of prevent, a little bit more prevent from Merballs, maybe less flacids coming from the Origin Ducks. But very, very defensive start to this game so far. Extremely interesting to see that going into the second half. They're able to tie it up 1-1. Really great effort here from the Merballs to be able to push back and get that second cap. And that's going to be important going into the second half, being able to have that momentum at least negated. At this point, they may even have the momentum as they were able to come back from behind and score that last cap going into this second half here. Looking at chat here, we got Mr. Gon talking about Legman really racking up the returns that half. Pretty impressive. Looking for some other reactions. We got Raise Your Dinos in chat. I just want to remind you guys also that we have the Jump Up Halftime Challenge coming up. Make sure to get your final submissions in here. It's going to be ending very soon, so if you want your chance to compete live on stream, make sure to hit that follow button and comment !jump in chat. Would love to see you guys be able to compete on that. People asking where Liquid is in chat. Liquid, again, having health issues. If you guys want to help, make sure to pray for Liquid in chat. We're hoping that he can get better coming in next week. But for now, it's going to be Ron Sponson here giving you some play-by-play commentary. And going to look for you guys in chat, too. I'm definitely paying attention to what you guys are saying. Love to hear what you guys are seeing here, hearing these reactions. Really cool to see you guys involved in the game and involved in the halftime challenge coming up very soon. There we go. We got the support praying for Liquid. Thanks, guys. We have also pray for PK's minors career. Thanks for that, Boogie IDM. Young Lion Bear asking who's streaming this. This is Ron Sponson here with the live commentary. We've got MOBA in the background running the stream, and Liquid, our audience relations, helping out with making sure you guys can get in that Jump Up Halftime Challenge and interacting with the chat. And we also have Liquid, who did a lot of pregame preparation for us. And actually, that's Pithy. Sorry, it's Pithy who did our audience relations. I definitely apologize to you there, Pithy. We definitely appreciate your work here, but thanks for the help. Definitely Prism, he says. No, I don't believe so. Just waiting here for the teams to get ready for the second half. If you guys missed the first half, it was a 1-1 tie after a really many minutes of no scores. We had Origin Ducks come ahead with the first cap of the game, but Merballs with about 30 seconds left or so ended up tying it up and getting that second cap of the game. Pithy is basically the guy who gives Ron his coffee. I wish. I could use some coffee right now. A little hyped up. Now, this game is definitely exciting enough, and we're just about ready to start the second half. Although, no, wait. We only have 3 players lined up for the Merballs, so we're going to have to wait just a little bit longer here. Pithy, the undervalued office intern. Adarsh looking for a shout out. I'm sorry, Adarsh. We do not do shout outs here on MLTP Live. I want to thank all you guys who participated in Swingman's tag bet system. Good luck tonight, and hope you guys come out victorious on this game. Hashtag, or no, exclamation point, pray for liquid. We got 26 entrants to the giveaway. Looks like we'll be starting the drawing very soon. Congratulations to the winners. And once you are selected, pay attention to your Twitch whispers, guys, so that we can make sure to get you a spot. If you do win, you will have to respond to that Twitch whisper, so look out for that if you are selected. Just about ready to start the second half of the game here with a tie game, 1-1 for each team. Let's see if this game starts off just as slow. I'm thinking that now that the players are settled in, we might see the flag slipping out of base a little bit sooner this half. And there's a flaccid grab. Look at this move by Mr. Hat getting past Crippy. Dino with a little bit of support. Oh, can Mr. Hat have the boost? Not quite. Very difficult boost to pull off, and Crippy swooping down to get the return. Donuts 42 getting the return as well. Donuts 42 and Crippy, a very dynamic duo tonight, getting tons of returns. And we've got another flaccid, Dead Non coming into base. A very defensive map, and we're seeing these offenders just try to get a little creative, mix things up, watch for some flaccids, but really now we're looking to this first round of power-ups to see if this can really help the teams get the flag. And look at this, Dead Non doesn't need no power-up. He's going to swoop in and grab the flag on his own, but Legman is going to clean up. And right now we've got a good power-up advantage for the Merballs with 2 tag pros. Dino's going to have to stay on regrab with his. And Mr. Hat is past 4. RB Bear with the crucial block on the boost. Donuts 42 would have been able to stop that cap, but RB Bear was able to prevent that. And look at this nice change of momentum here. The Merballs are on top now, 2-1 aggregate score due to that cap. And Dino with some nice wall jukes trying to cut back. Donuts was able to tease that out, and now the Merballs have a little bit of momentum going for them as Mr. Hat's got the flag. An unfortunate spike there. Now Mr. Hat's one-on-one with Donuts. Crippy just having issues running into that spike, and that's going to be unfortunate here as Mr. Hat going to take on Donuts 1v1, but Donuts is doing very well on his own there and ends up getting the return. Dino with a good boost combo, going to be past 2. We've got 3 in base to potentially block. Dino is going to cut back and loop around for this round of power-ups. They may be able to pick up 2 out of 3. Mr. Hat with the juke juice. Dino picking up that tag pro. Look for a potential kiss here as he's got a tag pro, would be respawning with a tag pro in base. Doesn't really have an opportunity to kiss. Whoa! Dino, I don't know, guys, if we allow challenge flags in MLTP, but I could have sworn Dino just went right over that flag tile holding the flag. That was about as close as it gets. And Donuts 42 coming in, and look at this, the teammates end up blocking each other, and now the Origin Ducks able to even the scores 2-2, and now maybe potentially come ahead. Is okay then, is past 2, he's past 3, he's past 4, maybe not. Donuts got the button, crucial button by Donuts, and now the Origin Ducks have pulled back ahead. Really exciting game here, very close, back and forth, and look at this, Origin Ducks on top 7 minutes ago. Mr. Hat grabbing the flag, and He was past Donuts, but not past Crippy. Going to smartly cut back, going to try for a crazy boost. Not going to pull it off. Legman with the regrab, cleaning things up and settling things down a little bit after that crazy turn of events. A large sequence of caps here. Dino with the rolling bomb, pushing OK then out on his way out to offense. Going to hit the boost. Deadnon's got a potential get out here. OK then, really nice support, but Legman cleaning up from behind and getting that return and a reset. Mr. Hat with the flag, gonna cut backwards, and look at this. Crippy again spiking himself. That's the second or third time we've seen it. It's gonna allow Mr. Hat to get out of base, and RB Bear securing that ever important button, but Donuts swooping in at the very last second, getting the return. They've got the momentum. Crippy missing the boost. Dino coming out. A few errors here, allowing the Merballs some chances to cap. Can they tie it up again? Not able to do it, and that's gonna be a return, and they still have the momentum going their way. Mr. Hat waiting on that bottom left power-up, going to be able to pick up a Tag Pro. Unfortunately, we're seeing these FCs pick up Tag Pros, and they're all but useless, although he gets returned, which means he will respawn with it and be able to get maybe about 10 seconds of use out of it. Going to try to bring it on offense, potentially be able to get a grab out for Dino. Going to boost in, and he pulls the flag. Probably not what he was shooting for, but it allows Dino a chance one-on-one against Crippy. Crippy holding his ground, getting the return and a reset. Just over 5 minutes to go here, and we have the Origin Ducks up by 1. Deadnon grabbing the flag. OK then with that support over. We're seeing support offense be very crucial here. When your teammate grabs the flag, rather than just staying strictly on regrab, we're seeing these players come off and play a little bit of blocking against the defenders to try to counteract the very defensive nature of this map and allow the defenders a chance to get out, which is something that's been quite rare this game. Looking for a potential handoff here, but RB Bear susses that out, and they're going to swoop in. OK then's going to get off the support to come and pick up that Tag Pro, and they also have a rolling bomb from Crippy. Can he go offense with it? He can. Deadnon's going to stick back around with Donuts and help. Donuts going to have run into a spike, but Deadnon somehow secures the return, and now OK then is past 4. That's clearly past 4. Mr. Hat coming in from behind. OK then didn't have much time to spare, but is able to get another cap, a 2-cap lead here for the Origin Ducks, based off of those power-ups and a little bit of flacids at the wrong time, leading to an easy cap. Past 4. There's a flaccid. Crippy is still stuck on offense. He's going to just hang on a base on his own. I've been in this situation myself as a defender, getting stuck on offense for several iterations. It's never much fun because you want to be back there helping your defense, doing what you're good at, allowing your offense to get off of temp D, coming back on O, and that's exactly what he did. Went for a flaccid pretty quickly. That's typically what you would do in that situation to turn things around. Deadnon with the flag with that Tag Pro, or Juke Juice, can allow him to get out, do a nice double move. Can Donuts get to the button in time? He can, but Mr. Hat didn't have the angle. Crippy coming in from behind. Mr. Hat is past 3, and OK then may try to kiss here. He's not very pressured. Crippy spiking himself yet again, and this could lead to a cap after Crippy spike. Not quite. Gonna get returned, and that'll slow things down. It looks like they have a little bit of a reset there, but unfortunate spikes here coming from the Origin Ducks, and almost led to a cap for the Merballs. Three minutes to go. 2-cap lead for Origin Ducks. Still possible for Merballs to pull this one off, but they would need 3 caps to come up with the victory. They've got to start scoring quickly here. And Deadnon with the flag, gonna not be able to get out. And Mr. Hat with that Tag Pro could be crucial. Can they use this Tag Pro to be able to get this flag out of base? They need it. Mr. Hat narrowly avoiding the spike. Going to be able to secure the button, but he really needs to be able to get an opportunity for Crippy, or for Dino to grab the flag. Very difficult to do as Crippy has that Juke Juice and just swinging around back and forth, effectively neutralizing the Tag Pro. Really nice work there. Mr. Hat boosting in. Maybe he's got it. Yes, he does. He's past Crippy, and Donuts got the snipe, though. Look at this dynamic duo. They're working very well together, and when one of them is beat, the other one swooping in and saving the day and keeping the contain and being aggressive when they have to. I really like what I'm seeing here out of the defense of the Origin Ducks. 2 minutes to go, and Mr. Head and Dino are trying anything they can to get this flag out of base, but they're having difficulty even approaching the flight to get a grab. Very nice prevent work here from Donuts42 and his partner. But look at this, Mr. Hat hitting the button, Dino hitting the bomb, spiking him, and look at this, Donuts42, the only one there. Legman's got to secure the flag. He couldn't quite do it. Can they keep the contain? Yes, they can. There it is. Now it's just a one-cap game as Merballs score the score and get the score to 4-3 overall, and they have just 1.5 minutes to go. Crippy respawned with that Tag Pro. Bit of miscommunication there probably on the Tag Pro respawn, and things slow down a little bit as Crippy is just using this Tag Pro to destroy the Merballs. 1 minute 20 seconds to go. Blaze it as RB Bear hits the button, getting the return, and really, they need this flag out of base. Can they tie it up? Just barely over a minute to go. Dino waiting on this boost. Crippy is going to try for the deflection, pushing forward, and let's see what can happen. Legman getting the return. Mr. Hat and Dino desperately working to get this flag out of base. Can they do it? Dino, he almost got out top. He was narrowly out top. Had a good chance of getting a cap there. Couldn't quite pull it off, and it looks like Mr. Hat is waiting for the power-up 1v2. If he can win this one, I'll be very impressed. Not going to be able to do it. Deadman is going to grab the flag and try to pull a double move, but RB Bear is still a step ahead of him. Mr. Hat is out past two. There's another spike over there for the Origin Ducks, and this is a good chance here. Can they tie it up? Mr. Hat coming in with the flag. RB Bear with the blocks. We've got the flaccid. They've tied it up. They've done it. The Merballs have come back from behind by 2 caps and have able to secure it with just 20 seconds to go, and they're trying to get the win here as Dino's got the flag with 15 seconds. Dino pulling some moves. He's out past Crippy, couldn't get past Donuts. Mr. Hat is their last hope. He's trying to get out top. RB Bear's got the button. Can he pull it off? 7 seconds here coming into base. Couldn't quite do it. Okay, then there's going to be a few flacids. Couldn't quite pull it off, and that's going to be a tie game after a really hardly fought game. Merballs coming up and almost winning it, but at least tying it there at the very end. Extremely exciting ending and very good performance here from the Merballs. I'm going to have to award the MVP there to Mr. Hat. Extremely nice job and securing the final cap there to tie it up for his team. Really nice teamwork and a very exciting end to that match. Long drawn-out match, and just like the first half, we saw the game pick up quite a bit at the end there thanks to some really good work here from the Origin Ducks. Young Lion Bear giving MVP to Deadnon. Well, guys, I'm telling you, that was a very good, very exciting half. And if you guys want some more excitement, we're just about ready to start the Jump Up Halftime Challenge. Congratulations to our winners, Beast Mode, Boogie, IDM, and Snack. You guys will all be able to compete here to get on our ever-elusive leaderboard. Looking at the leaderboard here, we have Fractal in the lead with 343 power-ups as the record. Going over the rules very quickly here, they have unlimited jumps, and it's a race to see who can grab the most power-ups. A little bit of a competition here, head-to-head, and there's the leaderboard. Let's see if anyone's able to do that. Make sure you guys exclamation point pray for Liquid in chat. Let's see if we can give him some good health, have him be able to join us in a future stream. But we're just about ready to start the Jump Up Halftime Challenge. I hope you guys are excited.
Three, 2, 1.
And we're jumping here. Seeing a few spikes.
I came to get down, so get out your seat and jump around. Jump around. Jump around.
Nice super boost.
Jump around. Jump up and get down.
Close matchup here. Boogie in the lead. Now Beast Mode is in the lead and he's pulling away here with just 20 seconds. A little bit of spikes. And that's it at the very end of the jump up. Beast Mode is going to win at 320. That's going to put him on the leaderboard in second place. Congratulations to Beast Mode. Really a great performance and great position here on our leaderboard. If he can remain at the top here, he's got a chance to compete in the Super Bowl. Congratulations, jump up. Now, guys, earlier this evening we had a little bit of bad news, and we were asking for some prayers for Liquid, and it turns out that our prayers have been answered a little bit early. I believe we have Liquid joining us tonight a little bit in a surprise fashion. How's it going, Liquid?
A bit rattled, but I'm surviving. I'm glad to be here for you guys.
Glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear that our support from the chat here is able to give you good fortune to be able to join us this evening.
Powered me back up.
Did you have any chance to see any of the first game?
I caught the very end of the game, and holy crap, that was intense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's one hell of a comeback.
The first half was very similar. We saw Origin Ducks come back from a 0-1 score, and I think in the last 30 seconds, very similar, they ended up getting a cap to tie it up 1-1. And here again, we're seeing a slow game 2, half 2, or game 1, half 2, and then they come at the very end, and they are able to get the tie again. I mean, it's not a win, but boy, they've got to feel very good about how they came back from being behind 2.
Oh, for sure. And I mean, if you guys got a chance to watch the pregame hype video, Dino showing that he can come up big, and Mr. Hat as well, like that was quite the comeback. Despite the comeback, you got to feel like Origin Ducks are pretty happy with that result. Despite it slipping out of their hands, I don't think anyone expected them to pull out a tie and get points off this incredible Merballs team. So credit to them.
Mm-hmm, definitely. Yeah, they're playing really well together, and I really like what I'm seeing from Donuts and Crippy on defense. They're playing pretty well together, racking up the returns, especially in the first half. I think they each got 16 returns apiece. Just playing extremely well together, getting a little bit of prevent as well, especially Donuts playing on the flag.
Yeah, Donuts, who is extremely underrated, if you ask me. He's only played 120 of the 200 minutes coming into this week, and he's got the second highest tags per minute in the entire league. So that right there is a sleeper, a guy that you don't expect to dominate, but who's been dominating every time he's seen playing time. And then, I mean, not much else can be said about Cripple that hasn't been said already. The guy is one of the smartest players in the game, so having those two play together, I think, is a great pairing. Now, what I'm more curious about is how good did OK then look with Deadman? I guess we'll find out. They're playing together again for the second game 2 on Pilot.
Sorry, I was muted. They were also looking extremely well together. Deadman pulling some pretty good moves, and the pairing has been working out pretty well. It helped them get a 2-cap lead into that second game. Or no, wait, never mind. I'm getting my teams mixed up, but we're seeing a really good pairing, and look at this. Deadman already able to get out of base with the flag. Arby Bear going to be coming in from behind, Legman bombing down, and they don't have much time to be able to try to score here in this map. Very narrow map.
And what a set of bombs. Deadman's a guy who's tasted success at every level. One of arguably the most successful ELTP offensive player ever. He's playing alongside OK then possibly tomorrow in another ELTP final. That could be his second championship if he wins. So the guy clearly has it in him to pull out some pretty good games. And OK then pass 2. If he's got the blocks, this could be a cap.
Yeah, look at this bomb defusal. Dino's going to go into the top of the corner. Donuts getting the return. They've so far not let the flag out of base. Deadman with the flag, and they've got the momentum, pushing it maybe a little bit too aggressively there. Going to get returned.
Pilot is an interesting map in that it's probably the only map in MLTP rotation where there isn't a little cubbyhole for the flag carrier to hide or to just wait for the regrab to happen. There's only one choke, so you have to get to the other side of the map or wait on your side and potentially get sniped for an easy reset. So that puts the flag carriers in a very precarious position, and I think that's where Skills at Kills of last season, despite being the most successful team in MLTP, just couldn't figure that map out.
Okay, then has a nice opportunity here. Dino, really good bomb in the middle choke there.
And okay then with a great boost, but Dino just reading him like a book.
Oh man, Mr. Hat was just maybe a tile or two away from being past 4. Deadnon trying to grab the flag, and things have reset a little bit on this map.
We're seeing a fair amount of grabs so far. 12 grabs in 2 minutes. None of them have been very fruitful, though. Only one of them, to my knowledge, has managed to get to the other side of the map. So maybe with this next round of power-ups, we'll be able to see more progress by the flag carriers.
Dino is going to try to pull some moves here. Yes, and he pulls them very successfully, coming in past 3. Deadnon is the only one ahead, but he's got the rolling bomb. Look at this! Legman with the boost! Dino bombing it in! And with style, the Merballs take a 1-cap lead.
What a defensive play, not only by Legman, but by Legman and RB forcing Deadnon into the grab. Deadnon had the rolling bomb, but he was afraid that that wouldn't be enough to delay for his teammates to catch up, so he was forced into the grab, and a nice defuse and an even better snipe ensured that first cap for the Merballs right there, taking the early 1-0 lead.
And okay then, gonna go with a bit of a flash. So like you said, a little bit grabby here. Looking to bomb in here at Deadnon and waiting for his partner. Okay then, trying to set up some sort of a boost. We're seeing them use pretty much everything in their arsenal here. They're using the boost, trying to set up the handoff here with Mr. Hat. And maybe have a chance to be able to get out with that. The boost down, but look at this. He ducks under. He's past 2. Deadnon with the flag. They have no regrab. Going to get the return. Power-ups coming here. Legman pick up the attack pro. This could be essential. Going to kill Donuts. And look at this. Dino with the monster bomb. And they've got a 2nd cap here. Merballs taking a very early 2-cap lead.
And both of their caps have been pretty direct. Not too much messing around in base. Just basically get to the other side as quick as you can and just rely on your defense, and their defense has been delivering. Legman and RB, they're absolutely killing it there.
Yes, they are, and those power-ups were really helping secure that tag pro against Donuts 42 to get him out of contention was very helpful in that cap. Dino just being patient here. I think he's waiting for a regrab to get set up.
He was attempting to boost there, but didn't quite hit it. That's a harder boost to hit in the close range, but it does secure a little handoff for Mr. Hat. Let's see if he can do anything with it.
Nice contain there. Donuts and Crippy working together to get the contain, get the reset ultimately.
And we're going to go for another round of power-ups. As you said, the last one was instrumental. That tag pro helped force Origin Ducks into a grab that eventually led to their demise. So another tag pro here, again, in favor of Merballs. And the second one could be for Dino, but Donuts stealing the tag pro from the hands of Dino. And we will have a tag pro stalemate on offense for the Merballs here.
Yeah, brutal boost. And now, okay, then it's going to cut out. The bomb doesn't quite work, but RB Bear is doesn't slow down, continues to push. Dino with a very crucial bomb snipe, and he pulls it off.
Dino's been on fire with his bombs. Even his cap came off a bomb. But just to go back to that bomb that he was trying to tag okay then, I actually believe that he was attempting to push okay then into his defensive teammate. Didn't quite work out, but he did get both the returns, so credit to him. Showing that playing on defense just as well as on offense.
Yeah, and we're seeing Legman, he played a very good aggressive defense there, allowing the grab and getting a quick return.
Pilot, due to the nature of its base shape, can be one of the harder maps to grab on, so it's interesting to see how these teams are going about it quite differently.
Okay, then grabbing the rolling bomb and somehow keeping it available, but no, Dino pushing forward to get the reset, and RB Bear swooping in with this tag pro. Chance for a grab here, Legman cleaning things off, and RB Bear is just going to grab. I don't know if that was intentional, but it allows Dino a chance to get out of base. Okay, then just going to be passive and sit by those bombs, a very safe play, and just waiting for something to happen.
I like okay then's positioning, but just a second, Dino splitting the boost, but Donuts using the bomb-to-bomb creepy into the return. What a clutch play by Donuts. Oh man, those indirect plays, can't get enough of them.
Yes, I love to see what he's doing. And Donuts, we saw him boost in for that power-up to steal it, to that stalemate. We're seeing these dynamic bomb plays from him. Really nice heads-up play, and hopefully he can secure his team a chance to get some caps here if they can get the flag out of base. Dennon's trying, but that bomb just does not help.
Bombs have been very dynamic. Both teams using them in very creative ways, and I think after last season, both teams here have kind of figured out this map, figured out what works for them, and a lot of this map is played in the middle. There's only one choke, as I mentioned earlier, and 4 bombs, so gives you a lot of leeway, not only for the bomb snipes, but to push your teammates or opponents in whichever direction you want. And I'm liking how these teams are using them. They're actually making efficient use of the bombs in this map. So credit to them. Clearly, they've done their homework.
Yes, and Mr. Hat sets up a really nice handoff here. Dino is out past 2, going to try for a creepy bomb, and he pulls it off, and he's got 2-on-1 blocks, but Crippy coming in from behind. Dino is going to have to boost it. He's got it! Splitting the defenders for the 3rd cap! Dino with an amazing cap!
Dino just pulling a magic move there. That was majestic. What a boost by Dino. What a block by Legman and RB Bear. Just an absolute class play.
Yeah, so that's one of the best caps we've seen all season. Unbelievable. Just having the trust and going for it, taking the risk, and it pays off. Now Mr. Hat's got the flag, and Merballs have all the momentum, especially after that cap. Diffusing the rolling bomb, coming in for the cap. 4-cap lead here for the Merballs, and they're not playing around this game.
And that, I believe, is 6 caps on the trot for the Merballs. You can see that there are 2 caps in the last minute in game 1. Really ensured that their momentum transferred to game. They've been making the most out of it, too.
Mr. Hat coming in, going to have all the defenders going, but look at this. They've just got the momentum all in the Merballs' court here. Dino being a little bit patient, forced to boost, and maybe that's a reset, maybe not. We'll see what happens.
Tried the split boost, couldn't pull it off, and now we've got a reset. Deadman and OK then couldn't quite get a quality grab out, and gotta give credit to Legman and RB. Their flag has stayed in base pretty much the whole time. This is what's helped them cap 4 times. Because their flag's in base, giving their offensive players a lot of flexibility in how they want to come in.
Yeah, the defenders keeping the flag in base is what gives the opportunity to the offenders to be able to cap. If you don't have that, you're not going to be having any caps, and it's the momentum here, and that's been very critical. Deadnon with the flag, but Mr. Hat with that juju's able to just close things off.
Hey Ron, I like your analysis. I also think that in this game, it's the team with the most caps that wins most of the time, right? So pretty good.
This is true. It is true, though. I mean, it's often overlooked. A lot of times the best offenses are ones that are at the helm of very good defenses. And it's easy to focus on the offenders without realizing the role that the defenders have to play in it.
Oh, absolutely. And it goes both ways as well. Tag Pro is a very dynamic game, so not only does defense play a huge role in whether caps happen or not just by keeping the flag in base, but offense plays a big role in the defense as well. You can't cap if your offense has got the opponent's flag. And we've seen teams do very well from this team play, but other teams who have a stellar defense or stellar offense, but not the other, and it's been hurting them. You look at a team like BMX, they have 2 of arguably the top 4 defenders in the West, but their offense just hasn't been up to par, and it's hurt them a lot. Definitely a team game.
Yeah, it really is, and we're seeing that from the Merballs playing very, like I said, the offense and the defense working well together, and that's given them the momentum. And right now we just got to look for Origin Ducks. They're hoping to, maybe can they get a cap going into halftime here? That would at least help turn things around, but right now it's looking like it's all Merballs here with the potential for another cap here as Deadnon's got the flag heading back into the corner, gonna get contained. Yep, but Donut's got a nice boost out as long as he doesn't spike himself, and he did a good job with that. Maybe a potential for cap. Deadnon pulling into Ree. He's still alive, couldn't quite pull it off.
Donut had the nub set there, but his team didn't have the return for him. Donut showing his offensive prowess there as well. And Donuts has impressed me a lot this game. 21 tags. The guy has been carrying his defense. Sadly, his offense just hasn't been able to get out of base reliably enough to get themselves on the board. And the score going into half number 2 is 4-0 in favor of the Merballs. It's back in familiar territory for them. And Ron, following this half, do you have an MVP? Someone that you'd like to send up for praise?
Yeah, this one's an easy one for me. I'm going to have to pick Legman. He had some really dynamic plays. I know we had that nice cap here from Dino. That's going to be one that we're always going to remember. But Legman consistently getting some really good returns, really aggressive play, and keeping that flag in base for his team. Now, is it even fair to ask if there are any plays that stood out for you in that last half?
I mean that Dino cap, no question.
Which cap are you talking about?
I think going into this week, Dino had a lot of criticism levied against him for how he performed on Pilot in last season. He actually didn't get a single win on that map. And definitely shedding the criticism after that cap. Not only the cap, but the guy's been immense all game long. He and Mr. Hat are gelling. And they're able to spot those lanes to go into the flag, as evidenced by that magnificent, magisterial boost into the flag off of Legman, I believe. That right there is proof the Dino definitely has improved his game on Pilot. He's done his homework. And I know they claim that they don't practice very much, but clearly something's at work here, because he has stepped up this game big time.
Yeah, he really has. It's really impressive to see someone be able to pull something off like that with the confidence that he did. He knew exactly what he was going for, and the opportunity presented itself. It was a very narrow opportunity, and boy, did he pull it off.
All right, then looks like we're going to go into half number 2. Both teams. Actually, looks like we're going to be seeing some fresh faces on the Origin Ducks. Okay, then actually willing to sit himself in favor of Tyrus. Interesting move there. What do you think?
You know what? I mean, they're down by 3. Switching things up might be what they need. Down by 4, actually. Sorry, having a little bit of trouble with the math, but I think that's an interesting move. And I'm obviously, something wasn't working for them this first half, and they're just looking to try to switch things up. I'd be very interested to see how that translates into their play into the second half.
And you look at Meal coming in favor of, okay then, sitting both of his offensive players, himself as well as Deadman, in favor of Tyrus and Meal. That will be an interesting pairing, and it looks like we may even be seeing Abe Lincoln, who's been tearing it up in minors. So quite the fresh faces for OK then's team, the Origin Ducks here. They've shown that they can cap 4 times against the Merballs in Game 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on Pilot.
And right now they're doing something unconventional. They have 5 players lined up in the team. Okay, nope, they just cleared that up. So I thought they were going to try some unconventional strats there, pulling the not often used 5th man move, but not tonight.
5v4, that would definitely make things fair. Right? The Merballs look like they have a 5th man out there with the amount of returns they're getting. But what I'm noticing here is that Abe Lincoln has come on in place of an offensive player. Abe Lincoln being a defender, they are going to do exactly the same thing they did last week with Crippy switching to offense. The guy has definitely proven that he's got the chops for offense, and he's going to do it again. The guy has 8 caps so far this season, 5 last week alone in 20 minutes of offensive play. So here he's going to be playing the last 10 minutes on offense with Donuts and Abe Lincoln pairing up together on D.
Very interesting. Very a couple moves on the roster there, and let's see how it works for them. They're down by 4. It's on a map like Pilot. How does 4 caps? Is that insurmountable?
Oh, of course not. And OK then knows this. I think that's why he's willing to shake. Even with just a couple fresh faces, it switches things up on the defenders. Legman and RB Bear might have a hard time figuring out how Tyrus and Meal choose to play together. Meal and Crippy, I believe. And just sometimes that's all you need. A new spark, a new style of grabbing, get your team out. And once the flag's out on this map, caps come quickly. They're shotgun, 1, 2, 3, 4. We saw that with the Merballs. The map is so short and there's only 1 choke. It's pretty direct. If you get 1 or 2, then you're good to go. You're right back in this.
It's also a bit of a fresh look. I mean, if you look at the Merballs, they've been playing against these same players for 3 halves now. They know a little bit about what to expect. If you're throwing the wild cards in the mix here, it could throw them for a little bit of a loop.
And Donuts 42 with another solo return, good contained by Abe, but Donuts has been pulling off these solo returns consistently so far on Pilot. I'm very impressed with what I'm seeing.
Crippy trying for a double move there, not sneaking past Legman though.
Nearly worked though. Gotta give him credit.
Just
for trying
about.
it out.
Look at this RB Bear with a really nice boost into the spikes. I love seeing that on defense, using these boosts and bombs to just fuck around with the opposing team. Typically, you'd do it with the opposing team, but Legman there fucks around with RB Bear with that boost and ends up almost costing them. And maybe they actually have a chance of getting a cap. We got some blocks. And
Neil! With a huge, immense offensive defense. He was the last man, and he managed to get that tag. Crucial tag, otherwise that's a 5 cap deficit.
Sorry about the language there, guys. We'll try to keep that under check. Crippy going to close in and get a nice Tag Pro kiss. And 2 Tag Pros here for the Merballs, which may screw around with the Origin Ducks and their chances at scoring.
And all the power-ups are ran out at this point. We saw a bit of a stalemate, but now both teams are back on a level pegging. And Crippy getting returned immediately. Crippy, who's a Sentra player, what's interesting is going into this game, every single starter on both teams, none of them played Origin, yet both teams have Origin as their home server. And so with Abe Lincoln coming in, as well as Neil, we might be seeing
Whoa,
more Oregon.
look at this! Meal's got a cap!
Holy crap! Just as I'm talking about Meal, he comes in and gets the first cap for his team, definitely proving that he deserved that spot and making OK Then proud. He might be coming in for a second here.
He's trying his best, but RB Bear closing off the back end, and I can't believe that cap. Really dynamic, just came in and it caught me off guard, actually.
I was actually doing a bit of research, wasn't even looking at the screen when it happened. I didn't see anything action-worthy happening, so I figured I could sneak a little peek, but not so. And RB Bear gonna try the tag pro lead with Mr. Hat. It works, and RB Bear is gonna... Oh, wow! The only one to beat Abe Lincoln's got a bomb!
Oh, he couldn't have it.
He couldn't bomb himself or something, and that will be a cap. Mr. Hat's showboating. Not sure what that was all about, but the lead is back to 4, and RB Bear weaving through those mid spikes.
I think they call that a strategic regrab there, Liquid. Oh, no, sorry, strategic delay.
Let's call it that then. Whatever you want.
Yes. Dino with the flag, trying to get a strategic cap, unable to pull it off, and so far it's a tie for this half, but 5-1 Merballs restoring that 5-cap lead here.
Maybe we can ask Troball what he thinks about that play tomorrow when he's going to be commentating on the minor LTP live stream.
Yeah, looking forward to that minor LTP live stream, but look at this, Mr. Hat with the Tag Pro getting several tags, and there's an anti-regrab. Really interesting team communication happening here. They're pulling out all the stops here with those with that Tag Pro, being aggressive with the anti-re, and it almost worked for them.
Crippy, unfortunate bomb there, but I really liked what I was seeing from Dino, choosing to play the anti-regrab, trusting his chases to get the return. He basically put them in return now mode and ensured that his flag carrier survived long enough. But he couldn't quite make it happen. Either way, he thought was right. He had his mind in the right place there.
Mr. Hat pushing in, potential at a cap. Maybe, I don't think a kiss would be advisable in that situation when they had regrab set up, although now Legman was coming in, and maybe a reset. Meal with the flag, going to get returned, and reset for both teams, actually.
And speaking of anti-re, Abe Lincoln is the one who managed to get their reset there, playing the anti-re himself. So another heads-up play, this time for the Origin Ducks.
RB Bear picking up that Tag Pro. Look at that bomb pushing him in, and Crippy's going to boost past 3. He's coming in. They've got some blocks on Mr. Hat, but Dino doing exactly what you need to do in that situation, being aggressive, pushing forward, avoiding the blocks, and getting the return.
Dino knew that the flag carrier Crippy had to make his move quickly due to the 2 chasers, so he just essentially cut off the obvious path, making sure that Crippy either had to take a detour or try the risky juke. And Crippy knew he didn't have time for a detour, just try to force it in, see what happens, and he couldn't quite do it. So good offensive defense by Dino, just evaluating the pros and cons and playing it marvelously.
A little bit dangerous here for the Origin Ducks as Mr. Hat's got the flag, but the bomb ends up not helping him.
Dino definitely hurting Mr. Hat after a beautiful little split there by Mr. Hat. Crippy using the bomb to his advantage. He might use the bottom one as well. He does.
Yes, he does.
Mr. Hat catches up. Now RB Bear is past.
It's on Meal. He pulls it, and he does what he needs to do, and they still have the power-up advantage, and RB Bear even grabbing a rolling bomb. Donuts going to sneak in, rolling bomb defused, and he's past 3. Well, no, he's not. I had my colors mixed up a little bit.
Oh, but
he's past 3 of his teammates. Look at this. RB Bear with the flag coming in, looking for a... Donuts just bombing all around the map. Return for cap for a second there. Whoa, RB Bear!
Man, RB
with
Bear
the moves.
In previous weeks, RB Bear has proven that he can hang with the very best on offense when called upon. And there you go again, RB Bear with pulling out all the jukes. And Legman, he's only got 1 to beat, but Crippy grabs the flags very astutely and manages to get the kiss and potentially the reset.
Just 4 minutes to go here in a 4-cap differential. The Origin Ducks need to start turning things around, looking for a cap here. Legman with a nice return. Mio's coming out. Mio's got the first cap. Can he get a second one? RB Bear with the bomb snipe. Mio's going to have to double back around. Dino is going to get out of base. Donuts cleaning things up. And look at this, a second one by Donuts. Great bomb. And now Mio trying to pull some moves here. Couldn't quite get past Mr. Hat with the bomb. And there's a Flaccid to even things off and go for a reset.
And Merballs have 2 tag rows, 1 on offense, 1 on defense. This is the optimal situation, but RB Bear pushes. Not sure what was happening there, but they couldn't capitalize on the tag pros. Unfortunate. If you look at the Merballs so far this game, they've got 13 of the 18 power-ups. Definitely not leaving much room for Origin Ducks to make a move.
No, these power-ups are very crucial, especially in a map as tight as this one. Donuts 42 with a nice snipe. Crippy having trouble getting out, and Legman just cleaning it up, doing what he does, and keeping that flag in base.
And with 3 minutes left, you've got to think that the Origin Ducks are going to have to pull out something really special if they can capture the tie or even the win here.
Yeah, they need to capture this momentum very quickly, and with these Flacids, they're not going to do it that way.
They're gonna need to stop. Oh, what a juke by Mr. Hat! They'll have to stop all the Flacids and think long and hard about what they want to be doing here.
Oh, Meal just got beaten out for that juke juice, but ends up with a spike and allows them a chance to get out. But Mr. Hat with the Flacid as well. Legman gonna try to do something with his bomb. I don't know what he's doing with the bomb. Defusing the boost. Abe Lincoln gonna maybe use this Tag Pro to try to sneak a grab. He tried to, didn't quite miss by a pixel.
Oh, unlucky by Mr. Hat. He managed to get past two, but Dino was in the way. And speaking of Dino knew that I believe Abe Lincoln had a Tag Pro on offense, so instead of just letting Meal get on an O and get that Tag Pro lead, he bombed Meal into a spike, delaying the Meal's offensive-defense arrival and preventing that dangerous grab from happening. So another heads-up play by Dino, clearly showing that he knows what he's doing. I don't think anyone doubted that coming into this week.
Legman getting another solid return here. Look at this great play by Legman all night long. Mr. Hat grabbing the flag, and just a minute and 45 seconds to go, and the Merballs have a little bit of momentum as Mr. Hat with the flag. He's passed. Watch this rolling. Oh my goodness. Legman, perfect play. He pulls back because had he not, that rolling bomb would have knocked his flag carrier out of the way and would have not been a cap. Extremely heads-up play by Legman.
Using the rolling bomb perfectly. Sometimes, especially for newer players, it's tempting to just use the rolling bomb whenever you have it. And but just a second, Donuts grabbing a cap of his own, tying the half up back at 2. Cap lead is only back at 4. This is doable. A minute and 3. Well, I don't know. It's doable, but it's challenging. 4 caps in a minute and a half.
Let's see if they can do it. Crippy with the flag, going to cut back against Army Bear and get contained. Heading back into the corner, maybe setting up a handoff. Let's see if Meal can take it out of base. You're going to have to cut back a little bit, maybe try for a split. They're not going to allow that, and that'll be another reset.
What I'm seeing from Dino is he's waiting in the middle. He's basically acting as a last line of defense rather than going back on offense and just vying for the flag. He's staying in the middle, willing to defuse those bombs whenever the opponent flag carrier, if he does manage to get through, he will be faced by Dino and the bombs in the middle. So a very smart play by Dino, knowing that he's 4 caps ahead. He doesn't need another cap. What he needs is to prevent the opponents from getting to their side of the map. And he does that perfectly.
And at this point, it seems all but a formality as there's just 20 seconds remaining. Abe Lincoln with the flag. And I think that the Origin Ducks are trying to at least get one more cap. Got another spike in there.
It's a hazard of having 4 bombs in the middle. Whoever designed this map definitely made it more chaotic than it needed to be. And just a second, Donuts 42 with 4 seconds left.
Yeah, he's got another cap at the last second of the game.
And okay then's team, the Origin Ducks, take this half 3-2, but they lose the game. Win the battle, lose the war. And a big congratulations to Merballs with a huge comeback in Game 1 and taking the win in Game 2.
Absolutely, and I'm going to have to give the MVP of that half to Donuts 42. I've been looking to, I've been seeing some really good play from him all evening, and there he got 2 caps, 15 returns, extremely nice play, and it got his team the win for the half, but not for the game. But it's really nice to see he's still playing well. Just had a little bit of issue with the team gelling up and turning that momentum into caps.
I gotta give credit to OK then where it's due. He switched Crippy to offense for the last half, brought Meal in, and switched Crippy out for Abe Lincoln on defense. And they managed to pull out the win that half. So definitely a bit ballsy to put in so many low experienced players. But they repaid his faith, and again, showing that they've got the chops to play in majors. Definitely a huge asset for the Origin Ducks to have that many quality players on the roster. Now, if I had to pick a play of the game for this game, or half number 2, it would have to be Dino. Sitting on his lead, he knows that he's got a 4-cap lead. As I was talking about, he just, instead of going on to offensive defense, he stuck in the middle, waited on the bombs, and used his bombs as basically a threat. He wasn't going to use them to snipe. He was going to use them to boost the flag carrier back towards his defenders if they were ever beaten. So that right there is a sign of a heads-up play. Dino just bossing very masterful display by him in half number 2, showing that his situational awareness is definitely top tier there. So, Ron, do you think we can try to go and get an interview with Dino or potentially K-Bow?
Yeah, let's see if we can do that. Stick with us, guys. We're going to have some interviews coming up after the match. Thanks for watching, and we'll be right back with some really exciting interviews here.
You guys in the Twitch chat to let us know who you think the MVP is for this game. We'd love to hear from you guys. Give us the vote, and we'll make sure to let them know. And we're having a bit of trouble reaching Dino here. Just give us a second. We're out there fetching him. If we can't get Dino, we'll try to get someone else from the Merballs. K-Pow is unfortunately not there, who's the non-playing captain for the Merballs. Dino, who's obviously been around the block when it comes to tag pro and competitive tag pro, the winningest player in Super Balls to his name. It would be nice to see or to hear from him, see what he thought about this display.
Oh.
And Dino joins us. Dino, congratulations on the second game win. What did you think of your team's performance after that first game?
First game is kind of a mess. I think Legman was lagging. I was having driver issues.
Oh.
We weren't really focused.
What did you tell your team, or what did you guys talk about at halftime?
At halftime of the first game?
Between the two games, right after that comeback.
We fixed out some issues, and we were like, all right, we're gonna really meme them this game. And then we went out and had a good half.
Yeah, I saw you guys that started that first, the start of the first half of that second game, just coming ahead with a really nice lead, uncontested 4 caps. Did you guys feel more comfortable on that map throughout the week practicing, or do you think that you guys were just really gelling going into that second game?
we didn't practice once. This is a bad week. We had 3 of our team was like not even ready or on like 10 minutes before the game. It was rough. So I don't really know. We all have a lot of experience on Smirk though, so we should have done better. It was just kind of sloppy, especially on O. I take a lot of credit for that.
You got to give credit to OKThen's team though. They organized very well in Smirk and managed to get that point off of you guys, which I don't think many people saw coming.
Yeah, you got to give them credit. They got a good lineup. One of the few lineups in the whole league where every player is a good player, and like.
Every player was actually on a different server in that first game, so that's an interesting combo for OKThen. Now I have a question for you for Game 2. I know last season your team didn't manage to get a win on Pilot, and a lot of people held that against you, your performances on that map, so clearly you did your homework, because that marvelous cap, the boost, showing that you've got what it takes to succeed on that map.
Yeah, that was just I just kind of went for it. Usually that doesn't work, but hey, when it does, it looks really good.
Well, good players tend to get luckier than bad players, so credit to you for actually pulling it off, trying it and pulling it off. And again, congratulations on the Game 2 win. We're glad to have you again, and hopefully we get another interview with you next week if we do end up streaming you and you do end up winning, which I wouldn't be surprised with. Anyway, take care, Dino, and we'll catch you later.
All right, thanks.
Yes, and thanks once again to Dino for that post-game interview. Really exciting game to watch. I really enjoyed it. I want to thank you guys all for tuning in. We appreciate the support for Liquid here, going through some issues with the health, and the prayers for Pithy, or sorry, prayers for Liquid have been very successful. So thank you so much, Liquid, for coming in for some co-commentary, even though you've been a little bit under the weather today. Thank you so much for Ngolba for running the stream, and Liquid for the stream support with Jump Up. Pithy, helping us with the stream support. Jump Up Halftime Challenge went very well tonight. If you guys like the stream, make sure to follow us on Twitch for more entertaining and high quality broadcasts each and every week. And if you guys want another chance at Jump Up Halftime Challenge, make sure you tune in to Minor LTP Live tomorrow. Twitch.tv/Minor LTP Live. Look at the subreddit for the details. I'm Ron Sponson, and we'll see you guys all next week.